Well, I really liked it's funny because we shot like 3/4 of it before the pandemic and a quarter of it after. So it's kind of all sort of mushed into, I can't remember what episode is what. I do know that that episode was when I sort of started to manifest my emotional inception powers, and they kind of went wonky with Mel, and that was really fun. Mel and I have a lot of fun together in scenes, and it was fun to play up the comedy with her. And yeah, just Maggie hasn't had a physical power before this, so it's fun to have a bit of a physical manifestation of her power. I had a lot of fun with that. I would say it's edgy. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Edgy, impactful, um, and full of love, I think. Well, my favorite part of playing her has been the fact that I feel that I have so much in common with her. So I get to lend myself to the character a lot, which doesn't happen often. Uh, but she's very empathetic, and I'm very empathetic. And so I feel like it just comes very easy to me playing her. And I guess part of the dream storyline has kind of already happened this season, so I can't really reveal what that is. But I was really, really excited when Liz and Craig, our showrunners, told me what they had up their sleeve. I get to do something that I've sort of done my whole life on TV. So without giving too many spoilers away, yeah, I think for all of the Charmed ones, there's a lot of personal growth, a lot of roadblocks. It kind of mirrors where we are globally. Um, and yeah, we touch on a lot of political stuff and sort of global matters. And I think for Maggie, it's that, but also dealing with um, her own sort of demons, if you will, that she hasn't sort of conquered yet. A lot of personal growth for sure, and challenges. But yeah, it's kind of the year of her. She wants to focus on herself, which I am all for. Oh, well, I think it's so important across the board to see representation in every facet. And I felt like when I heard about the new Charmed, I was so excited that they were not only bringing back a show about three witches with women leading it. I think like the original Charmed was amazing and sort of ahead of its time, but setting the precedent. And so the fact that they were bringing that back was really exciting, but that they were doing it with three women of color was even more thrilling and just really drew me to the project. And I think it's a great place to start, but I think we have even more work to do. So as three strong women, me and my other castmates, we're working for ourselves and other women who look like us and look different from us, but also LGBTQ community and other races, and just as much inclusion as we can have, because I really don't think there's ever enough. We want more, and I think we do a really great job with that this season. We have some great new characters. Oh my gosh. Well, I just watched Bridgerton. I thought after that was I need to pitch to Liz and Craig that we do a like a time travel episode back to that time, because I'm obsessed with the fashion and the hair and the language, and the romanticism of it all. So if we could do a crossover with Bridgerton, that would be pretty epic. I think they have included a lot of really important storylines this season. So I think less shock. I mean, there are definitely moments of shock reading every script, but and more just like touched that we're talking about such important things, and just really responding to the material. I think this season is, I have this feeling that it's going to be our best one yet. Knock on wood. But I think, yeah, just overall, just really touched with the storylines. Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely a learning curve, like anything. I will say that I think our show does an incredible job of making us feel safe, which is one thing that I was, worried about. We're fortunate enough to be working in this time, um, but also want to feel safe. So there are a lot of protocols in place, which felt like a lot at first. 3 tests a week, temperature every day, a lot less contact between people you could normally just hug. Um, but overall, it's become sort of our daily grind, and it just feels safe, which I think is most important. I think for me, I connected with the song so much because it's really about peaks and valleys, and needing those low times to really appreciate the highs. And I think that's really poignant for this year. Um, I guess last year, but also this year. Um, yeah, it's just been a really tough time for everyone, and I just wanted that song to sort of elevate people and remind them that it's been really tough for everyone, but peaks and valleys, my friend. It was really cool. It was the first sort of solo endeavor music video I had ever done. So there's that, but also it was. I feel like we were one of the first people to try and tackle film with a full crew and everything. Well, not a full crew, but a decent sized day. And it was again, it felt really safe. It was all outside, lots of hand washing stations, lots of sanitizer, lots of protocols, and everyone was just really dedicated to making a beautiful video, but also doing it in a safe way. So I felt really, really lucky. So I've recorded, I have some stuff in the vault. Um, but my personal favorite, I think you guys are going to get to hear it hopefully soon. Yeah, we have some plans. Got to get it all lined up, and then yeah, I can't wait to share it with everyone. It's definitely my swan song. I think just that, the fact that it is such an escape. I think music is just. I think we go upon days not even realizing how important it really is, and how much it can influence your emotions and support you with whatever you're going through. Really, at least for me, it can shift my mood. It can support me in whatever I'm feeling. If I just want to be feeling what I'm feeling, I can listen to any given playlist and feel like I'm not really alone. I think that's really beautiful. It's accessible, and it's amazing. There's just so much I still want to do in the music world. Yeah, I just have a lot of respect for musicians. The Office for sure is one that I could just any episode and I'm guaranteed a laugh for sure. And what else? My comfort movies are the Twilight movies. I was so obsessed when I was younger, and they just kind of they got me through a tough time when I was going through puberty, and now I feel like that got stuck with me, and yeah, I just it makes me feel all cozy. I think It's Good to Be Bad from the third movie. It's probably my favorite across the board. It's just so fun. It's got like MJ vibes. Oh my gosh, A Promising Young Woman. I just watched it actually. So I guess technically I didn't watch it in quarantine, but um, it's really well done. It's an amazing story. and I recommend all men and women watch it. It's got a great message. Well, some days would be a little more lazy than others, but on my ideal day, it would be waking up, having my coffee and breakfast, do a little workout, read or watch TV, Netflix, and then do something creative, whether it's writing some poetry or working on song lyrics, just improvising. I dance, so just putting on some music and dancing, just trying to get the creative juices flowing. And then after that, it's kind of a free-for-all. I'm like, oh, I worked out, I ate, and now I get to do what I want with the day. I think the fact that this was such a global experience really helped me stay grounded and present. It feels so individual and like it's happening to you, and it is, but it's also happening to so many other people, everyone. And so that really helped me stay positive and just remember that it's collective and I wasn't alone. Honestly, just repeating them over and over again to myself until it's like almost stuck in my head. I know a lot of people like to write the line out over and over again. I haven't really tried that because this technique works for me, but yeah, I feel like I'm blessed with the ability to absorb lines pretty quickly. So hopefully that sticks around. I mean, oh yes, Broadway. I would love to do Broadway. I grew up doing musical theater and listening to Broadway and show tunes, and just being really inspired by Broadway actors. So I think that would be really amazing, and it's definitely on my bucket list. I feel extremely passionate about animal welfare, for sure. Um, I am vegan. I say that admitting that I don't think there's such thing as being a perfect vegan. So I think I do what I can. And whether I have a little bit of dairy in something, I think it's important to just do what you can. But besides that, also, I don't purchase leather, any sort of animal byproducts. If you look into the way things are manufactured, it's really eye-opening, and you can't really get those images out of your head. So that's something I definitely advocate for, is animal welfare. And I love animals so much. Yes, Bridgerton. That series I think is so amazing, and also the fact that it's kind of an exaggerated world where people who look like me like fit in is amazing. So I feel like that would be a dream project. Star Wars would be so cool. I hope they just keep making like new iterations of it. I mean, there's just so many amazing projects, and yeah, I'm a big like film nerd. So Lord of the Rings as well, Harry Potter, anything like that would be awesome. I mean, I've had a lot. I think I will never forget the first few times I got recognized. When I was at the Met, which is in New York, with my dad. I had these two, a couple. I think they were from Spain, come up to me, and they were just so excited that they were fans of Wayward Pines, the show I did, and they were so excited, and I couldn't believe that someone was excited to see me. And I'll always remember that. It's like burnt into my brain. So every fan experience is pretty special, I feel like. I took a fan to lunch in New York. That was really fun. It was really cool. And then we got Froyo. It was great. But honestly, they're the reason that I get to do what I do. So I try to interact with them as much as possible. Self-love looks like I mean, it's a journey for everyone. And I think being gentle with yourself and kind to yourself, um, and just positive self-talk, accepting everything that's different about you because that's what makes you unique, which is a journey for myself and everyone, I think. But I feel like as I'm getting older, my values are changing a little bit, and the things that once I was insecure about are now what I love and what make me different. So yeah, I just encourage everyone to go on that self-love journey, and figure out what that looks like for you. Ooh, I actually do, but I don't think I can say what it is. I'll say that I'm very excited about it, and it's kind of a little something different from what I have been doing. Um, but yeah, that's kind of it for now. And then the music stuff. I'm pretty active on Instagram and Twitter. I try to do Q&As every now and then, just to interact with the fans, like I was saying.